And we are live. What's up, guys? What's up? I want to welcome you guys to the Beast Pod, where we talk all things youth football strategies, tactics, and most importantly, this is where you get your youth football coaching questions answered. And for those who don't know, I am yours truly, Coach Beast. Man, how y'all doing today? How are y'all doing? Welcome to the Beast Pod. Man, really excited about the show today. Coach Cleve, I see you, brother. How you doing? Boogie Meister, how you doing, brother? How are y'all doing today? I want to personally welcome everybody who has tuned in to the show, whether you are new to the show. Let me know if you are new. Put new in the comments. I want to give you a shout out. I want to show you guys some love. I want to welcome the TikTok family, the Facebook fam to the show as well, and of course the YouTube family. Man, dude, I am excited about the show today because we're going to talk about how to become a 1% youth football coach. That's right, how to become a 1%er. And this is something I really take pride in. It's something I'm really excited about to talk to you guys about because it matters. It matters. It matters for your kids. It matters for your community. It matters for your entire program. It matters for you. So we're going to definitely talk about that. Of course, we're going to do live Q&A. Of course, we're going to do that. And also, check this out. So, of course, we got a like goal today. If we hit 50 likes, we're giving away a free playbook. But check this out. I'm going to leave it to you guys what playbook y'all want. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm going to leave it to you guys to decide what playbook y'all want. It can be anything. It can be the Beast Unleashed playbook bundle. It can be the 4-4 Reaper defense. It can be the Beast offense. I'm going to leave it to you guys, but we got to hit our like goal first before we even get to that point. All right, guys. So really excited about that part of the show today. All right, guys. So if y'all ready to get the show on the road, can I get a hell yeah in the comments? If y'all ready to get the show on the road, give me a hell yeah. Man, I'm excited. I'm really pumped about this one today, guys. And while y'all doing that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pay some bills today, as we always do. Today's episode is sponsored by the Beast Playbook Store. If you're a coach who wants proven playbooks and systems that actually work, check out the Beast Playbook Store. Just scan the QR code and load up for the season. All right, man. So tell me what y'all doing today. Are y'all on y'all lunch break right now? Are y'all at work? What's going on? JJ, I know you remote, right? What we doing? Are we on our lunch break? I always say that the 12 noon episode, right, is our lunch break hour, right? It's our lunch break show. And I actually love it. I love talking to you guys at this time of the day because, number one, I got energy. That makes me happy. And don't get me wrong, I love the nighttime shows too, because the nighttime shows is kind of like a party. You know, everybody's chilling, everybody got home from work, and you're able to sit and relax and watch the show. You know, the daytime show is just a different vibe, man. You know, I'm able to just really sit and chill with you guys, you know, which is something I really take a lot of pride in. So, all right, guys, we're about to get the show on the road. Dallas Reapers youth football program. Shout out to you, coach. All right. Can y'all hear me on the TikTok side? Let me know if y'all can hear me. I see somebody said they can't hear me on the TikTok side. Let me know, guys, and I'll see what I can do on that end. I guess if you can't hear me, you probably can't let me know. So, okay. Coach said now I can. Okay, cool. So, guys, let's get the party started. How to become a 1% youth football coach. Man, this is a big one because being a 1%er, and you know, if you're part of Beast Nation, that's what we're striving for, right? We're trying to be right. 1% at everything we do. Number one at everything we do. As coaches, as men, as leaders, we trying to have the best programs, right? In order to be a 1%er, that means that you cannot do what the other 99% are doing. I'm going to say that again. In order to be a 1% youth football coach, or what I also like to call a high value youth football coach, you cannot do what the other 99% of coaches are doing. All right. So we're going to break down some principles on how to become a 1%er, right? I'm going to start with me. I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to start with me, guys, because, not trying to like come off prideful or anything like that, but I consider myself a 1%er. I think ESPN and State Farm consider me a 1%er. I know you guys see that check in the back. That check was awarded to me by ESPN and State Farm for sports leadership, community service as a youth football coach, for my leadership and how I built my programs, how I serve my kids and serve my community. As to this day, I'm the only youth football coach that won this award. But check this out. I don't want to be the only one that wins this award. Even though I'm hella proud of it and happy about it, I want you guys to have similar outcomes and notoriety, right? When it comes down to this. So the first principle, and before I even get to the first principle, let me give a big shout out to the Boogie Meister for the first super chat of the day. Appreciate you, brother, for the $5 super chat. Showing the show some love. Appreciate everything you do, Coach. I've learned a lot from you, man. I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you so much, man, for the love. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you for that first super chat today. Thank you, brother. Really appreciate you. So, principle number one, guys, of how to become a 1%er. You got to be different. You got to be different. You got to be willing to stand out and not blend in. Okay. Now, some of you guys are already that. Some of you guys already like just stand out like a sore thumb. You stand out at work. You stand out as a coach with your team and with your program. Some of you guys, that's the story of your life, right? The story of your life has been, man, I've always been different. I've always been kind of a black sheep. Even with my family, I'm not, I'm just a little different from my family. How many of you guys are like that? Let me know in the comments. How many of you guys are just like different, right? Just a little different. Like you just kind of black sheep. You're a lone wolf, right? You've always been, kind of different than those around you. Even at school, you just been different. That's me. I've always been different. I know, like sometimes on the show, I wear my favorite hat. It says black sheep. I know y'all probably seen that hat that I wear, black sheep, and then the sheep like upside down. Like that's me, right? So if this has been like a consistent trend in your life of being different and standing out, take that as a gift. Take that as a gift. It's not just by coincidence. It's not that you're weird. It's that you're special. All right. So one of the number one traits of a 1%er is they stand out because they set the standard. You are a pioneer. You are a trendsetter. Okay. And then, guys, here's a key principle. 1%ers care about discipline, structure, and leadership, not just winning in youth football. Oh man, this may make some coaches mad, but one percenters care about discipline, structure, leadership. They just don't care about winning a damn youth football game. And it drives me nuts because youth football is so much bigger than winning the game. Of course, we are winners and we want to win. Nobody want to become a youth football coach and lose, right? We want to win. But here's the thing. You got to develop the winning habits in your kids in order to build winners. Because look, I can tell you guys this hands down. I've had, issues with coaches throughout the years who just focus on winning. And then a lot of these programs dissolve at the end of the year because the only thing they was focused on is recruiting talent, trying to win through the talent. They don't focus on development. They don't focus on culture. They just want to win a fucking, excuse me, guys. Excuse me. I'm trying to do better. Guys, I'm trying to do better with my profanity. I really am. I really am. So y'all pray for me, man. But all they care about is winning a freaking ring. That's all they care about. Winning a plastic ring or a plastic trophy at the expense of hurting their kids, especially the more underdeveloped kids. That's a problem. That's a problem. And here's another trait of a one percenter. They treat youth football like a real program, not babysitting. They treat youth football like a real program because it is a real program. I tell each and every one of you guys, right? Don't see yourself just as a youth football coach. See yourself as a high-value youth football coach. Number one, see yourself as a high-value youth football coach. Number two, I want you to build a high school prep program, not just a youth football program. I'm going to say that again. I want you to build a high school prep program. That's different than just a youth football program. A high school prep program is preparing kids to excel at the next level. Okay? I don't care if you coaching 6U, 8U, 10U, 12U. What I want you to do is prepare that kid for the next level. So if they're 6U, prepare them for 8U. If they're 8U, prepare them for 10U. If they're 10U, prepare them for 12U. 12U, prepare them to be successful at the junior high school level. This is what we want to do, guys. This is what we want to do as Beast Nation coaches, as one percenters. Y'all got me. So this day moving forward, I want you to see your program as a high school prep program, not just a youth football program. This is a one percenters mentality. Y'all got me. Now let's go to point number two. And if you guys are getting value, do me a solid, hit that like button. Hit that like button if you're getting value from the show. If you're new to the show, really, really grateful to have you on, rocking with us today. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and hit the notification bell, because I'm telling you guys, we're going to make some one percenters over here. And we're starting today. We're starting today. All right. So point number two, one percenters simplify and develop. They simplify and develop. So in other words, we're not just trying to run plays. We're not just trying to, be reactionary and go willy-nilly on what we do. We got a system of development and we care about every kid in our freaking program. We are invested into little Johnny that's an absolute stud and got just natural raw talent. And we care about little Johnny who may not have a lot of natural talent, but with development can develop into a solid support player. Every kid matters in our programs. Y'all got me? I'm going to say that one more time. Every kid matters in our programs. If we neglect one kid, we are failing that kid. Y'all got me? If we neglect one kid, we are failing that kid, and we're failing as youth football coaches. And too many times, kids fall out of love with a particular sport because their coach don't see them as an asset in their program. Major problem. Major problem. I know you've seen it. Let me know in the comments, have y'all seen it where a kid is totally being underutilized, not used at all? Because I can speak, guys, for me. Our programs are known as the program that give every kid an opportunity to play. So we get a lot of kids from other programs that never got playing time. The parents seen us, promote on social media that every kid gets to play. They come to our program, they get to play. And guess what? A lot of these kids turn into ballers. The best quarterback I ever had, kid you not, shout out to Jay. The best quarterback I ever had was a kid that was a bench warmer in another program that didn't get no playing time whatsoever. This kid ended up being an absolute monster. And that's how a lot of my kids have been. I had kids, man, where they rode the bench or they get a little playing time. Then they come to our program, ball out to the point where I'll talk to the parents like, how in the world did this kid not get any playing time on XYZ team? It's because of the coaches. It's because of neglect. It's because of the lack of a system of development that prioritizes every kid in the program. All right, guys. So if you don't do anything else as a high-value youth football coach, focus on developing every single player in your program. We focus on development over here, not just talent. I'm going to say that one more time. We focus on development over here, not just talent. Right? Coach Hernandez says, all the time as a head coach, I utilize all my kids. They all have talent to contribute. 100%. 100%. Coach JJ says, I see it every day. The problem is the coaching. 100%. 100%. Coach Jones says, what's up, Coach Bees? What's up, Coach Jones? I have seen that coaches promising kids certain playing time and development, but put their all into their star players. Yeah. We call coaches who just focus on their star players microwave coaches. Okay, microwave coaches. We call coaches who focus like on their top 2 or 3%. Excuse me, top 2 or 3 best players. Y'all, excuse me, my voice going out on me. We call them stovetop coaches. So stovetop coaches only focus on their best 2 or 3 players. Everybody else is to help. Microwave coaches just focus on their talent. Anybody who don't have talent to them, not going to play. That's their mindset. But we don't want to be that over here. We want to be oven baked or crock pot coaches over here, right? Oven baked coaches focus on developing every player in their team top to bottom. Just like putting food in the oven, right? Putting the turkey in the oven, putting a ham in the oven, right? For Thanksgiving, you put that thing in there for hours, right? To make sure it cooks all the way through, right? That's what we do as oven baked and crock pot coaches. We make sure that every kid is developed. Our whole program is developed all the way through. The crock pot coaches spend more time developing their program for years. They may be over a program for 5, 10, 15, 20 years. I started off, as more of an oven baked coach, but I evolved into a crock pot coach because I coached so long. Coached 15 years. I was a staple in the community. Let me know in the comments, what kind of coach are you? What kind of coach are you? Are you a oven baked coach? Are you a crock pot coach? Are you a microwave coach or a stovetop coach? I'm not here to judge. But I love to know where you at. I see y'all. Crock pot coach. I like that. Yeah. And really those four archetypes of coaches, that makes up just about every coach. Now, a lot of us you can be a hybrid. But usually you either a microwave coach, stovetop coach, oven baked coach, crock pot coach. You one of those four. Or you a hybrid, you're transitioning. Okay? So guys, we want to focus on development in everything we do as 1%ers, as coaches, okay? And point 3. And before we get to point 3, guys, if you are enjoying the show, do me a solid, hit that like button. Guys, again, we got a goal. We hit 50 likes. I'm giving away a free playbook of your choice. That's right. I'm giving away a free playbook of your choice. If you want the Beast Unleashed Championship Edition, the mothership, all 22 playbooks, the whole system, 700 plus plays, hit that like button. We got to get 50 likes if we're going to do it. Miss Beast is not in the building today. Miss Beast has to take care of some business today. So I have to, give Miss Beast a good report when she comes back. Okay. Miss Beast takes pride in y'all hitting that like button. I'm telling you, she loves engaging y'all in the comments. She loves talking to you guys. And I like it when Miss Beast happy. When Miss Beast happy, I'm happy. Okay, guys. So make sure y'all hit that like button. Okay. And also, again, if you are new, be sure to subscribe. TikTok family, appreciate you guys. Appreciate you for rocking with me. If you want to help with this like count, I see we had 2,700 likes on TikTok. My goodness. But if you want to help us get to 50 likes on the show on the YouTube side, I want you to come over to YouTube, look us up, Coach Beast or Coach Beast Youth Football Strategies. You will see me. You'll see us live. Come on over, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, guys, and you will be in the running for the giveaway. All right. So, point number 3, guys. 1%ers, we build culture. We don't just build teams. We build culture. We don't just build teams. We value culture. Okay. And let me be clear. Let me be clear about something. You're going to have culture whether you like it or not. You're going to have a culture whether you focus on it or not. The thing is, are you building a good culture or building a bad culture? Are you building a toxic culture or are you building a transformative culture that brings forth change and transformation in the lives of your kids? Like, what culture are you building? The difference is we are very intentional as coaches with building our culture. We are extremely intentional as Beast Nation coaches when it comes down to building our culture. And shout out to Coach Q for the $2 super chat. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you for the love, man. Appreciate you for that super, man. You rock, brother. You rock. And here's another thing. Oh man, this is the one. This is the one that kind of makes coaches nervous, okay? But I'm with you on this. We as 1%ers, we hold not only our players accountable, but our parents and our coaching staff. We got a culture of accountability from top to bottom, from bottom to top, from top to bottom, from bottom to top, all right? You can't be afraid to hold everybody accountable. You cannot be afraid to lose somebody in your program for the sake of accountability and being just and being right. See, in 2026, guys, the big problem we have in not just youth football culture, but in youth sports culture in general is that coaches are afraid to be direct and real with parents. Okay. The best way to be direct and real with parents is to set the tone day one at the parents' meeting. Now, guys, I recommend everybody to do whoever's going to be on your coaching staff, you need to have a separate staff meeting with your coaches and your volunteers. Okay. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Now, what I do is I'm having a separate meeting with my coaches. I'm having a separate meeting with my volunteers because my expectation for my coaches are a little different with my volunteers, right? Because like with my coaches, one of the big rules I have is everybody stay in their lane. You're not going to tell me what plays to call and what to run. If I got a defensive coordinator, I'm not telling him what he need to do as it relates to maybe play calling if he has that responsibility. Everybody's going to stay in their lane, number one. Number two, everybody's going to respect everybody. I got zero tolerance for coaches talking behind each other back, especially to parents. Especially to parents. If I find out a coach is talking behind each other back or my back, especially to a parent, I give him one warning. The second time I hear about it, he's gone. Because the standard is the standard. I do not tolerate toxicity in my program. I do not tolerate bullshit in my program. What we value in our program is respect, professionalism, positivity. You know why? Because that kind of stuff comes back to you. When you're toxic and you got problems, guess what? All it do is breeds more problems. It just breeds issues, guys. So the best thing to do is to nip it in the bud before it turns into a wildfire. I always say, put out the flame before it turns into a wildfire. Every wildfire starts with a spark and a little flame, and then it evolves into a catastrophic event that destroys homes, properties, forest, kills animals, potentially unalives people, right? We want to put stuff out fast. This is why you address the issues. Let the coaches know what you're going to tolerate and not tolerate. In your parents' meeting, let the parents know what you're going to tolerate and not tolerate. Let the volunteers know what you're going to tolerate and not tolerate. Okay? Be very clear and direct. You don't have to be disrespectful. You don't have to be rude, but you want to be direct, honest, and serious about it. Okay? And here's the thing. The standards that you have, it does not change from week to week. It does not change based on who it is. We have no respecters of person. The standard is the standard. All right? And it starts with you. If you're big on, like for me, like for example, if I'm big on everybody being on time at practice, I better show my ass up on time at practice too. Right? If I'm expecting, the coaches not to talk about each other behind each other back or behind my back to parents, I better not do it either. Right? So you want to be a man of integrity. This is absolutely vital. And this goes to the last point. 1%ers teams reflect leadership on and off the freaking field. Y'all got me? Your leadership must radiate throughout the program. Everybody needs to know who the leader is. If you got 4 coaches out there on the field and you don't know who the head coach is, that's a problem. That's a problem. That doesn't mean that you have to be the loudest, even though I know some of you assholes are loud. That don't mean you have to be the loudest, but it means that everybody knows who the head of the snake is, right? Everybody knows who the leader is. I'll say this, and I'm gonna be careful what I say, but there are some programs that I see while supporting my daughters. It's some programs I see where you don't know who the head coach is. If you didn't know, like if I was just a stranger coming out there watching a game, I'm like, who the head coach? There's no structure. There's no organization. There's no hierarchy. That's a problem. You want to be the man that everybody respects. You want to be the man that everybody looks up to, not just as somebody that just loud and things of that nature, but you need to be the number one example in your program. Y'all got me? You got to be the number one example in your freaking program. All right. So these are the principles to what it takes to be a 1%er. And I wanted to give you these 3 foundational principles because this is the beginning, guys. This is a leadership masterclass right here I'm giving you guys, because this is going to shave off a lot of headaches, a lot of frustration, a lot of fires, really unnecessary fires that brew in programs, because we struggle sometimes as youth football coaches to lead, not because we're not good men, we're not good women, but we struggle because we are afraid to hurt feelings, or we're afraid to, really create standards and boundaries and also take up for ourselves. Right? And this is, you don't want to be that. You want to lead with integrity, right? You want to be different. You want to stand out. Okay? You want to be different. You want to stand out. Number 2, you want to simplify and develop your systems. You want to know your system and how you operate. You are a high-value youth football program. You are a high-value youth football coach. Okay? So you're building a high-value youth football program as a high-value youth football coach. All right? And then point number 3, we're building culture, not just teams. The standard is the standard. That's what it's all about. So let me know in the comments, guys, how many of you guys want to be a high-value youth football coach? How many of you guys see yourselves as a high-value youth football coach? Give me a hell yeah in the comments if that's you. Give me a hell yeah if that's you guys. Let me know. Let me know. Give me a hell yeah. And again, guys, if you are new to the show, man, welcome, welcome, welcome. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Want to personally welcome you to the Beast Pod. We do have a like goal. If we hit 50 likes on the show, we're giving away a free playbook of your choice today. A free playbook of your choice. It can be anything: 4-4 Reaper, 6-2 Savage defense, 5-3 Juggernaut defense, the Beast Unleashed playbook bundle. But we got to hit that 50 like goal. All right, guys, we got to hit that goal. I want to know, guys, how many of you guys want to be a high-value youth football coach? Right now, I only see, I see 2 hell yeahs over here on YouTube. Let's see. Let me know in the comments, how many of you guys want to be high value? There we go. There we go. I see y'all. I see y'all. I love it. I love it. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to get ready to go into our live Q&A. We're going to spend about 10, 15 minutes with live Q&A on the show. But before we do that, we're going to take a timeout. We're going to take a like timeout, okay? We're going to get these likes up. All right? We're going to get these likes up. So I'm going to turn on some music, and we're going to get these likes up for about 60 seconds, and I'll be right back on the other side with live Q&A. All right, guys? Be right back. All right, we are back. And again, guys, want to personally welcome you to the Beast Pod. If you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, guys. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. If you're new here, again, we got a like goal. We hit 50 likes. We're going to give away a free playbook today. And want to know, guys, before we get the party started with the questions, man, what are we eating today? What are we eating? I brought my I brought my breakfast. I guess you call this a breakfast. I got yogurt from Chick-fil-A today. Got my yogurt, had kale today, and had a protein bowl. That's pretty much what I eat every morning. Because I'm on a weight loss journey. I'm down about 12 pounds. And this is basically what I eat every day, man. And even though Chick-fil-A didn't put no blueberries in here, they gave me like three strawberries and the rest just yogurt. Shame on them. I guess they gave me 3 strawberries for the Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. I guess that's what they was aiming for today. Shout out to Chick-fil-A though. They take a lot of my money. All right, so let's get to questions today. All right, guys, let's see here. Let's start with Coach Matthew. Welcome to the show. Coach, want to know how many days a week and for how long do you suggest practicing for 5th and 6th grade? Okay, Coach, great question. So what we do is we usually practice 3 days a week when fall ball comes in, okay? But in the summertime, and I would say July, let me be clear. In July, we may practice 4 days a week because we're installing a lot of things. But once August hit, we really only practice 3 days a week, really. We have an offensive day, defensive day. We have a mixed practice day. And I take it back. We do have a game prep day where we do more walkthrough and rehearse the actual plays that we're going to, you know, execute before the game. So we do have these game prep days where we stripped our practices. Now, I will tell you this: if you haven't already, Coach, if you go to my playbook store, you can scan the QR code or go to the description area. Go to my playbook store, scroll down, and you can get my free full season practice plan. And that'll give you an outline of my practice days, what we do, kind of, how everything is structured. So that'll help you out big time with that. But kind of as the season go along, guys, literally, we practice 3 days a week. Early on, we may practice 4 days. All right. So that's usually how we do it. Great question. Coach Gilbert, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? How you doing? Okay, I see a lot of y'all. Let's see. Coach Lucas had a gallon of water for lunch. That's really good. Really good. Got my H2O right here. All I drink is water, guys, and Powerade Zero. Literally, that's all I really drink. Now, I am a sucker for sweet tea. If you're from the South, you already know. Hey, y'all, let me share this before I get to the next question. So, so I went to New Mexico, I think it was last year, to visit my in-laws, right? To visit Miss B's mom and stepdad. And man, first of all, I love New Mexico. But man, we went to get something to eat. We went to this burger joint out there, right? Man, they didn't have no sweet tea, man. I almost lost my damn mind. Like, I almost lost my mind. I'm like, man, where's the sweet tea at? Like, and I forgot that a lot of places out west don't have sweet tea. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of a Southern and, Midwest thing in a sense, where you can go anywhere in the South and they got sweet tea and unsweet tea. But kid you not, man, I almost lost my mind when this restaurant didn't have sweet tea. I forget the name. I was trying to remember the restaurant, give it a shout out because the people was really nice. But man, look, one day I do want to live out west or at least own a property out west, man. Wherever I go, they gotta have some goddamn tea. Like, for real, I lose my mind. All right, let's see. Some of y'all got fried zucchini, salmon. I love it. I love it. Let me see. Coach Jones says he's on the way to the beach, so it's just ham sandwiches and chips today. Oh man, I want to know what beach you going to, Coach. Let me know what beach you going to. Oh man, yeah. Coach Jones says we from the South. We got to have sweet tea. My family up north drink hot tea. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, like, I gotta have my sweet tea. Miss Beast knows she's in the chat now. She's in the chat. But yeah, man. But anyway, let's see. Next question here. Coach Jones want to know, how do you keep the focus on players' growth when there's pressure from parents about playing time or performance? Well, 2 ways, Coach. Number one, and the first thing came to my mind. I don't want to sound too, I guess, blunt, but I really don't allow myself to get too bent out of shape on what the parents care about as it relates to playing time, because I already know that, and this is key, guys. I already know that every kid is going to get playing time in my program. Number one. The thing is, the kid may not get the playing time that the parents want. You know why? Because a lot of parents, check this out. Parents are the biggest fan of their kid, right? Parents are the biggest fan of their kid. And a lot of parents are very delusional about their kid, right? And it's funny because, like me, again, I got 3 girls playing sports. I have to look at things from a coach's lens, right? Sometimes, with my girls, I'm like, oh, she ain't ready to do this. She ain't, no, she, like my oldest, she's a goalie on her soccer team. She's on a really good soccer team. And this is the first time ever she has not been a starter, ever. And she's losing her mind because she's never been through that. And she's like questioning her confidence and self-worth. And I have to coach her through this process and this experience that she has. But as a coach, I know she's not ready to start. The girl in front of her got more experience. She's more developed. And she's should be the starting goalie. But it's hard to help my daughter understand this because she's never been a backup before, ever, in anything she did. Whether it's softball, she's always been an all-star player, MVP, softball. She's always been the best at what she do because she's a natural athlete. So I'm able to do that as a coach and filter that through, right? But your average parent see their kid as the next coming to whatever popular player, the next Pat Mahomes, I always say. They see their kid as the next, big thing. And many a times we know that, okay, this kid needs more development. He's going to get in, but he's a backup. Like, in the way I do it, coach, is in the second quarter, the beginning of the second quarter, I get my second team in there. The league has it where the kid got to play at least 8 plays. Okay. I try to make it a duty to get my kids in past 8 plays, like 10 to 12. Now, we may have some games that's more competitive where they get in that minimum of 8 plays, but usually the way we kick butt, they get a lot of my kids, my second and third stringers, they get probably 35 to 40% of the game because my first stringers do such a good job. My backups get in a lot, but usually, and this is what you guys got to do. Remember, we was talking about systems, right? And being intentional, right? As 1%ers. Well, one of the things you got to do is you got to have it built into your system, into the game plan, regardless of what's going on in the game, to put your second stringers, third stringers in. Usually we do it beginning of the second quarter. Depending on what the score is, we'll put them back in at the end of the second quarter. Then I like to put them back in like in the middle of the third, depending on what's going on, or the end of the third. In other words, you want to put them in non-critical points of the game. And to ensure that you don't forget, if you don't forget, to ensure that you don't forget to put a kid in, make sure you got a coach or a team mom or somebody dedicated to reminding you, hey, coach, little Johnny, he hasn't got in yet. Or coach, little Chris only got in 2 plays. It's good to have that kind of coach because it helps you because your mind's going all over the place, especially depending on your role in your program. All right, we got Coach coming. He says because let me see. I missed this question. Oh yeah, okay. Coach coming want to know, hey Coach, do you ever do panels or come up on other panels? Yes, sir. As a matter of fact, we did a panel last week. We do sometimes during live Q&A, we'll have coaches come up on the show on the YouTube side, and we do panel discussions. We actually did one last week that was phenomenal. I think it was last Thursday we did that show, which was awesome. Also, yeah, I am a guest on podcast quite often. I mean, so much so that I have to decline a lot of podcasts now, but I am on a lot of different, podcasts as well. So absolutely. Great question. All right, let's see. And again, guys, we are in our live Q&A segment. So if you have a question, this is the time to get it answered. I'm going to be on for another 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes, or until we don't have any more questions. and go from there. So this is the time to get your questions answered. Let's see here. Coach JJ want to know, for 7U, should I do an offensive cadence like white 80 or a simple down set hike? Okay, great question, Coach. Great question. So, Coach, what I do, and I've been doing this for years, man. Our cadence is down set blue 18, set go. That's been our cadence for, I can't even remember how long now, guys. Down set blue 18, set go. That's our cadence. So, you can make your cadence your own, whatever, you're comfortable with doing, whatever your kids are comfortable with doing. I've seen teams that do down set hike, right? But, blue 18, set go is our thing. And it's pretty cool. It works for us. I guess that's why I've been doing it for so long. And y'all probably been picked up on the trend with me, Coach B's, right? If it works, I don't fix it, right? Like, I just build on it. For example, with the 4-4 Reaper defense, I've been running it since I first started coaching 15 years ago, and all I did was build up on it. I've been running it forever. So we just start to flex, we'll flex it to the 6-2 or the 4-2-5 defense, but we still run it as the base, defense. So cool. Coach Johnny says we put them in a no NPR, but I explain to parents, if they ain't ready, they can get hurt. Got you. I see what you're saying. Yeah, like, my thing is, Coach, even with that, like, this what I say, and I probably come from a kind of a different angle on this, and you'll see what I'm saying when I say it. I don't like to say, if a kid's not ready, he's going to get hurt, because in many cases, if you got a small team, let's say if you got 13, 14, 15 players, you got to play that kid. You got to play that kid. You know what I'm saying? And you got to get them ready. You know what I'm saying? So my mindset is, if a kid's not ready to play, like game time ready, I'm going to sure as hell make sure he get more reps at practice so he can be ready, like a contributing factor in some way. Then that doesn't mean he's a high impact player to the team, but he's an asset in some way. Like, I always share the story of young Zach. I wish I can pull him up right now, but I always tell the story of Zach. We had Zach on the team, and little Zach he wasn't fast. He wasn't strong. He was getting ran over every day at practice. But what little Zach had was heart and grit, and he did not mind confronting alphas on the team when they was out of place and they was wrong. And Zach also knew he knew football inside out. He knew positions, he knew formations. The kid, I told him, you're going to be a coach one day. I just told the dude, you're going to be a phenomenal coach one day. If you stick to it, and if that's what you want to do, dude, you're going to be a phenomenal coach. He just had it in him. So little Zach was like third string linebacker for us, year one. By the next year, he was my starting middle linebacker. And he wasn't even like near, one of the more talented players, but what he had was leadership skills. And that's something I picked up the year before. And so I gave him the mouthpiece to be a leader and be a motivator on the team. And then people start respecting Zach, not because of how talented he was, but because of his leadership skills. So, guys, you may have kids on your team that may seem too little or not super talented or whatever the case may be, but find out what they're good at, because it could be motivation, leadership. It could be confidence. Find that thing and help bring it out, cultivate it, develop it, make it useful, valuable to your program. That's how you do it. And I had to learn this, guys, being a coach who has had a lot of small teams in terms of roster and size. Like, I couldn't say to parents, well, he may get hurt. I just couldn't say it. Now, if I got 25 player roster, 30 player roster, 40 player roster, I can, oh yeah, I'm afraid he may get hurt. But when you got 13, 15, 16 players, 17 players, you can't say that. You got to develop that kid. So they can be, an asset to the team. All right, let's see. Coach Gilbert says, hey, coach, as a head coach, I like to let my coaches do their jobs, but should I keep a coach around if he's trying to do things his way or always implementing the way he did things in the past? Nope. I let him go. I don't play it. That's one of my zero tolerance things, guys. I don't know if you was on this show, Coach Gilbert, but we was talking about our coaching staffs and how to put coaching staff together. And one of the things that I talk about, guys, is I don't let guys who have been previous head coaches be on my staff. I'd rather give them their own team if they come from another program, which I don't get a lot of guys coming to my programs from another team, because number one, we do a lot of training from the inside out with our program. Like a lot of guys who were dads and they come as drill coaches year one, year two, I make them, put them on the staff or on the team. But from time to time, I get guys who came from other programs as head coaches, and then they'll come to my program, want to coach in my program. And 99, I hate to say, I'm gonna just be honest, 99% of the time, I don't let them in my program because a lot of them come with their own philosophy, their own coaching style. And there's nothing wrong with that. But usually if you have been a head coach, you're looking to head coach according to your own terms and your own way and your own system. And I'm not going to deal with that drama. Also, sometimes you get coaches that left other programs on bad terms, and they bring that bad mojo from that program to your program, and now they leave and go to another program and another program. And we call those type of coaches rogue coaches. Rogue coaches are the coaches who go from program to program to program each year, and it's always the other program's fault. It's not their fault at all, but yet they're the common thread to the whole issue. So that's kind of what I do. I let them go, coach. I don't even play with it because you have a nightmare season dealing with those kind of guys. All right. Coach Edison says, can you give me a shout out to the LA Mesa Cash Boys 13U football team out of San Diego, California? Shout out to the Los Mesa Cash Boys 13U football team, man. Shout out to you guys. Hope y'all have a great season. And shout out to you, Coach. There you go, brother. There you go. All right, let's see. Appreciate y'all questions too. Y'all coming with a lot of great questions. Okay. Coach O want to know, my first year I was coaching 12U, but owner, his son is on the team. So this year, 13U, he said it's him and his son's last year. Should I take over or start my own? If start my own, should I start this shit, bro? I'm telling you, I'm sorry, what I tell you guys, if y'all are on a team where you feel like there's some tension or you don't align with the vision and philosophy of that coach, start your own team. You can go to another program or start your own team. I always say start your own team. That's just me. That's just me, man. Now, this is coming from somebody who's always been a head coach of my teams. Now, I have had 2 years where I was an offensive coordinator for a program. But, for me personally, I'm starting my own squad, man. And I've been on record saying this for years. Just start your own team. A lot of guys don't agree with it, But guess what? You don't have to if you don't want to, because at the end of the season, you and that coach is going to run into friction. Y'all probably going to get into it, and y'all probably going to fall out with each other. And now, you feel some kind of way. You got unnecessary scars because of the fallout, bad blood from the fallout, when you could have avoided that just by moving to either another program or just starting your own team, man. And there's nothing wrong with that. This youth football. All right. Great question, though. I love that question. Let me see. Y'all bear with me. I'm going over to TikTok to see, make sure. All right. One of my favorite questions to answer. Coach Charles 88 want to know, how do you get your players more aggressive? Y'all let me know in the comments how you get your players more aggressive, right? Put it in the comments. Drop it in the comments. So, Coach, the way you get your players more aggressive is actually easier than you think. You got to rep. You got to rep things out at practice. That's how you get them more aggressive, because usually they don't play aggressive because they're not confident. And the only way to get them more confident is through reps. Okay. Reps equals confidence. Confidence equals speed. Speed is going to get you a hell of a lot of wins. Okay. So rep at practice. One of the number one things to do is to do one-on-one drills. That's what we do. Every practice, one-on-one drills. Right after our warm-ups, we split the kids into teams. Team 1, team 2. They do one-on-one drills, and they're going at it with each other. And we rep the hell out of that. And that's how you get them more aggressive. That simple. It's no secret sauce to it or anything like that. You got to get simple with it. It's just reps. It's just like you. You start your job. You may not be the most confident if you start a new job you never done, but the more you do it, the more comfortable you get, right? And the more confident you get. And as you become confident, now you're like, man, I got this. Now you got swagger with it. You're able to do it fast, right? Same principle with these kids. It's just about reps. That's it. But just make sure you're teaching the kids the right way with their reps. Teach them the right technique and fundamentals. Critique them when they're wrong. Just, tweak it and then just repeat. That's it. Great question, Coach. Great question. Love it. I see y'all over here. Reps. Love it. And guys, if y'all getting value, do me a solid. Hit that like button. And subscribe to the channel. If y'all are getting value, man, we are growing. The show is growing. I also want to say thank you, because we hit 23,000 subscribers. We hit 20. Let me get my sounds here, my soundboard. We hit 23,000 subscribers on YouTube. So thank you. Really appreciate you guys, because as a lot of you guys probably already know, when you got a youth football channel, it's a niche channel. It's a specialty channel. So we may not grow as fast as maybe a finance channel or a entertainment channel, right? But to have 23,000 subs is a big deal, right? So my goal is to get, of course, over 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. We got 51,000 subscribers on TikTok. We got 174,000. That's right, 174,000 subscribers on Instagram, right? I think we got 22 or 23,000 subscribers on Threads. So, guys, we're growing like wildfire. On Facebook, I can't forget about Facebook. We got 44,000 subscribers on Facebook. So, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for rocking with me. I appreciate you guys so much. But I'm gonna be honest. The goal is to get 100,000 subs on YouTube. That's my baseline goal. So good deal. All right, Coach Hill says, hey, going from first year 10U head coach to 12U DC, do you think there would be issues with players moving up? The head coach and I have great chemistry, just worried about boys mentality from seeing their old head coach as the DC. It shouldn't be a problem. It shouldn't be a problem. It actually should be an asset because, you know, the kids got some familiarity. The key is you literally play that role as the DC, right? You literally be the DC. You don't act as the head coach. You know what I mean? And in terms of the kids moving up, I've had kids on my senior team, 12U team, that were 10 years old. Hell, I had one that was 9 years old, and you know, he came late. I think the kid either moved. Excuse me. I think the kid either moved to the area or came from another league, or something happened where he came late, but he was young, and he came to my 12U team. You know. And of course, at that age, he's in the developmental state, but he got playing time. He got in the game, every game, you know. So the big key is just respect the head coach and what he does. You play your role as the DC. You build that rapport with them kids, and you'll be okay, coach. It's no biggie. You'll be okay. All right, let's see here. Kilo King, appreciate you, brother, for the 199 super chat. Appreciate you, brother. Coach, want to know, need some solo drills for 12-year-olds, DBs, wide receivers, please. The first one that comes to mind, and is one of my favorite ones, man, is we do mirror drills. Do mirror drills with your kids, because this is going to teach them how to block. It's going to teach them how to be physical in space, right? Because the way you typically block as a wide receiver is different from a guard, right? So the mirror drill is a great drill that we do. We do one-on-ones with coverages with our wide receivers and DBs. We have them go at it, right? So, and let me be clear too with something. On our mixed practice days, one thing that we do is we make it very competitive. And so we'll have our wide receivers and our DBs, you know, going at it with route running. The routes we focus on in our program is very intentional. So we focus on the go routes, the 10-yard post. We work on the quick slants. We work on the hitch and goes. We work on the hitches. Okay. Those are like our big five, okay, that we work on. And so we'll do one-on-one drills. And then, you know, let's say, for example, you got a wide receiver about to go up against a DB. We'll have a coach behind the DB so he don't see the call we do. You know, for us, 1 is go route, 2 is hitch and go, 3 is hitch, right? So like everything got numbers, right? 4, 10-yard post. So we'll call it out, making sure the kid read the number, make sure the wide receiver runs the correct route. We're looking at that he knows what the numbers are, but then he's running the correct route and executing. And we also expecting the DBs to have proper coverage, proper spacing, reading those hips, attacking the ball. Like we're looking at those things. So man, dude, I'm telling y'all, like, I know this may sound like repetitive when I say this, but guys, like, we do simple ass drills. We just rep the hell out of them. Like one-on-one drills, 2-on-2, like we do simple drills. We just get really good at the fundamentals. Like really good. All right. Great question, Coach. Love it. Love it. Coach King says, on my break, what days and times do you stream? So, Coach, we are live every day, man. We're live every day, 12 noon, Central Standard Time. Now, we may change, you know, the days. It may be subject to change in the future, but right now we're every day, 12 noon, Central Standard Time. The big key is, if you're not already subscribed, subscribe and hit the notification bell. So when we do go live, you will get that notification and you can jump on if you're free, right? Also, sometimes I do pop-ups. Like I did a pop-up this last Saturday. you would get that notification. So just make sure you're subscribed and you hit the notification bell in the process. All right. Coach Joe says, love your content, coach. Man, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And also, guys, got to mention this because I keep forgetting. Forgive me, guys, for forgetting. But I do have a coaches community, guys. If y'all want to get closer access to me, it's called Beast Nation Elite. So if you guys want to join the coaching community, get your questions answered all year long, and get, have me on your side with like-minded coaches all year long, I encourage you to join Beast Nation Elite, okay? All you have to do is you can scan the QR code or go to the link in the description area, and I got a link in the description area where you can join, okay? So that's a big one. All right. Hey, Coach Charles, all you got to do is email me, brother. Email me at beastoutyou@gmail.com. Okay. When you email me your email address and I'll get you taken care of, brother. All right. beastoutyou@gmail.com. All right. Coach G, my brother. See, a lot of y'all don't know Coach G is my brother from another mother. He's been on the show as a panelist and contributor, and he's been amazing. Definitely going to get him back on soon once we do more panels and all of that good stuff. So really appreciate Coach G. He's kind of the perfect model for what we call a Beast Nation coach. Just a phenomenal man. It's Beast Out, OUT, you, just the letter U at gmail.com. Okay. Beast Out You, like university, Beast Out You at gmail.com. All right. Or coach, if you want, DM me. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Perfect, coach. That's it. Just email me and I got you, brother. That's it. All right. Coach Matthew, want to know what's the largest roster you would have for 5th and 6th grade team? Well, I mean, in our leagues, we can get up to, with the rec league, we can get up to 30, I think. But with the travel team, you can have as many kids as you want. Now, I'm going to tell you this. My sweet spot, y'all already know, my sweet spot with numbers is 22. I don't want to go past 22 players. 18 to 22 is my sweet spot. I love that number because I'm able to develop every single player, use every single player. I'm able to see every single player grow. When you start getting a little higher with your roster, you got new problems on your hand. And a lot of you guys with big rosters are going to feel me on this. When you got really big rosters, you got roster management issues. Because again, let's say if you got a 35-man roster, now you got to, and if you're in a league where every kid got to play, you got to figure out a way to make sure every kid plays. You really got to have a system. And then you will have parents, wanting their kid to get more playing time. Especially, you got kids that more like second tier and third tier kids, and you try to put them on special teams to get them playing time, and it's like parents ain't satisfied with that. So you got to figure out how to manage that roster. But what I've learned with like having 18 to 22 players, I love that number, man. I'm able to develop everybody easy. So that's kind of my thing. Coach says we are a small town playing other small town teams, so we are debating if we should cap team sizes. Yeah, I mean, it's up to you. 9 times out of 10, coach, especially if you're in a smaller town, you could either have 1 or 2 problems on your hands. You can have a roster that's like the standard, the team that's the standard in your area, and you can max the roster out at a cap 30 players, 35 players, or whatever you want. You can do that. Or usually it takes care of itself. Usually you're gonna just have a certain amount of kids that's gonna sign up anyway, right? So a lot of it's based on how many other teams are in your area, how um desired the sport is in your area. Like I'm in the South, so football is king. So, every kid is going to play football at least once, it seems like in the South, especially here in Alabama. But like if you in, I don't know, Massachusetts, middle of nowhere, Massachusetts, soccer may be the sport, and football may be the second or third tier behind soccer and baseball. It just depends. But it's up to you, man. Like I never capped any of my programs. I mean, guys, I was, over programmed where we had over 100 kids in the program. We had over 100 kids, cheerleaders included, and we running the whole operation. Now, that 100 kids scale over 4 teams and also 4 cheerleading teams, but still, them a lot of kids to manage, and you got to have things organized. But at the same time, control what you can control. I am curious to know why do you want to cap? Why do you want to cap, your roster number? I would love to know that. All right, let's see. We got any more questions? I'm gonna get ready to get out of here, guys. Great questions today, man. Y'all came with it. Y'all came with that fire. Let me see. Coach Gilbert says my roster is 35 cap with 6 play minimum. Drummer never stops. I told y'all, man, like more is not always better, especially when you got big rosters like that, because it's hard to play every kid in a way to where every kid is impactful. Like they look badass and intimidating on the sideline. When the whole team come on the sideline, they look intimidating. But every kid usually don't get to play, and every kid usually don't get properly developed. Unfortunately, it's hard. I'm not knocking that. It's definitely hard. All right, let's see. I got you, Coach. I got you, Coach Charles. I'll be sure to email you back, brother. All right. Let's see. I think we good. How would you help a lineman get more aggressive? The same way, Coach. One-on-ones, brother. And this is coming from, I'm over my offensive line with my squad. So, again, one-on-ones, repetition. All right. Coach, I keep begging for no more than 25. Yeah, like, to be honest, y'all, on the youth football level, give me 25 player max. I'm with you on that. I don't want more than 25. I don't. Because I know, especially in 2026, with the way the parents are now, they're a lot more aggressive, and they don't mind crossing boundaries and crossing the line. Some even come on the field randomly. I don't want all them problems. Give me 25 minimum. I mean, max. Give me 25 max, and I'm good. Let's see. Coach Keeson want to know, curious to know your thoughts on splits. Well, for us, it depends on the formation we're running. If we're running the beast formation, we usually go 0 splits. When we first ran the beast, we went half-foot splits. We ran the double wing, we went 1-foot splits. I'm trying to think of other formats. If we go like air raid or we go pistol formation, we go half-foot splits. So it depends on what system you're running. It depends on what you're doing. This is my opinion. If you're running a power offense, guys, I like to go 0 to half-foot splits tops. If we're running power, like we're running the beast offense, the single wing, traditional single wing, like if I went back and ran the double wing again, we'll probably go 0-foot splits or half-foot splits. That's what I would do with the double wing. Diamond formation, I go half-foot splits. If we go in air raid, I may go half to 1 foot splits, depending on my offensive line and where we at. So yeah. But like if like I had to choose like a default split to go, like with the way I run my system and teams now, I may go straight 0 foot splits, man. I'm gonna just be honest. Because teams, really love to blitz and shoot gaps. We try to eliminate that. But a lot of my teams, especially the last 5 years when I coached, I haven't coached since 2022, but the last 5 years, my teams are hogs. Absolute hogs. Coach Woods want to know, at what point do you decide what plays and formations to run? For us, and literally, Coach, we literally did a show about this last week. So, and for everybody that's watching the podcast, you can always go to the YouTube channel, go to my podcast playlist, the Beast Pod playlist. You can look at all the episodes. I think this episode 73, if I'm not mistaken. You can go back and check that out, okay? But we went over that, right? So usually we already know what our arsenal is in terms of formations and plays we want to run even before we get the kids, because we know our offensive identity already, okay? So with us knowing that we are, like, for example, with us, we are a multiples offense in defense, but on offense, we're a multiples offense that runs power, right? So once we get the kids, now we know what plays we're going to design around who we got, because we may get the quarterback who can throw it, and we may go Beast 3.0 and throw it all the time, or air raid, or we may got a kid that's a speed that he can't throw. You know what I'm saying? So I go into every game with a max of 20 plays. I don't go past 20 plays. I got 5 to 8 core plays. I got 3 to 4 passing plays and 3 to 4 trick plays. That's it. So we may use a max of 15 plays during the game, and usually we don't do that because our core plays take care of a lot of the issues. So that's kind of what we do. In terms of formations, I don't like to go past like 3 formations. I don't like to go past 3 formations a game. That's just me personally. All right. All right, guys, I got to get ready to get up out of here. Let's see here. See, how do you feel about AYF League? AYF, what is that? American Youth Football League? Let me know, Coach. I really don't have an opinion. I really don't have an opinion about a lot of different leagues. My strongest opinion is probably on, elite youth football leagues and travel leagues. That's my strongest opinion. Y'all know how I feel about that. Not against it per se, but there's a lot of those leagues that got really bad cultures. And if you are coaching in one of those elite youth football leagues, you can be the standard in that culture. But just know, when you're a 1%er, you're going to probably attract a lot of haters and stuff like that. All right, guys. So look, if y'all are getting value from the show, do me a solid real quick. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. We should have 50 likes by now, because I'm cooking. I am cooking. We should have 50 likes so I can give away a playbook. Let me see. I don't know if Miss Beast is still on here. I know we got a lot to do this weekend, so Miss Beast is grinding. So I don't know where we at on likes. Let me pull up the show. Let me pull up the show real quick on the other side. See where we at. Do. And again, guys, if y'all getting value, hit that like button. Hit that like button. All right. We have 40 likes. So check this out. If we hit 10 more likes, I give away a playbook. But I'm about to get ready to get out of here. Y'all got like 2 minutes 2 minutes to hit that like button. If we hit 50 likes, I will give away your playbook of choice, whatever playbook y'all want. All right, Coach Gilbert, man. Always fun. Always fun, man. See you tomorrow. Coach Jones, see you, brother, man. I will see you, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. All right. I think that's it, guys. Let's see. Coach Charles says we just got approved to start using headsets. Can you recommend any good ones? Not really. I'm gonna be honest with you. Because in our league, we didn't really use headsets. I only used headsets probably 2 years, and that's when I was an offensive coordinator and also at the high school level as well. But that's the only time I really used it. I can't even it's funny because I'm trying to think of the brand that we use, but I can't even think of the brand that we used. Sorry, I can't help you there. All right. Last question here. Country Boy, what's up, brother? Hey, Coach, how long before you can identify when a new program was going down the path of a losing culture? If you have time, I'll ask again next show. I will say this, Coach. I will answer this for you. And I'll probably do a show on this tomorrow too, Coach. I'll do a show dedicated to this one. This is a good one about a losing culture. The number one sign that I've found, the very first sign is that the communication is garbage. When the coaches are not communicating well, either with their coaching staff, with their parents, big sign. When there's confusion, you can't find the coach is not just like you need answers to questions, and the coach is nowhere to be seen. That's a problem. Number two, when there's just, and it's kind of leans into the communication factor, when there's no organization, like literally you don't know nothing that's going on as a parent or even an assistant coach. Like it's just bad organization and communication all the way around. Before a game is played, those two are really big red flags. Really big red flags. Okay. So that's a big one. Number three that I've seen is there's arguments, there's toxicity, there's drama with the coaches, with the parents. There's a lot of negative thing. You hear a lot of negativity. That's a sign. Another big sign. So those are the big three. Those are the big three that kind of comes to mind automatically. And y'all bear with me. I'm sorry. Y'all probably heard me echo right there. But those are the signs for sure. But I'll probably do a show on that tomorrow. That's a great topic. All right, guys. Big Picture sounds like I program every year. Country Boy says, thank you. Everything you named is happening right now. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. When you pick up on them signs, run, brother. Run. Start your own team. Go to another program. Run, because it doesn't. Usually, it doesn't get any better as the season go on. It actually gets worse. Usually, I hate to say that. Yeah, Coach Wood says I had the worst season last year with parents. So yeah, what I'm gonna do, guys, look, tomorrow we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about the signs of a losing program. So if you have went through, a toxic or nightmare season, we call it, where you're dealing with a bad program or a bad culture, you don't want to miss tomorrow's show. We're going to go through it, and then I'm going to give you guys solutions to it, right? I'm going to give you proactive steps that you can act to, deal with this issue the right way, the healthy way, okay? So don't miss the show tomorrow, okay? Let's see where we at. I'm going to check one more time. All right, we got 2 more likes. 2 more likes, guys. I'm gonna give y'all 30 seconds. I'm gonna give y'all 30 seconds to hit 50 and I got to get out of here, guys. I see you, Coach Woods. Appreciate you. Listen, guys, if y'all new to the channel, man, welcome, man. Do me a solid, though. Do me a favor. Go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe. Hit that like button, guys, and the notification bell so you don't miss the show, okay? I hope y'all are getting value from the show. This is a fun one. This is a really fun one today. Love answering y'all questions, man. Absolutely love answering y'all questions. So appreciate y'all for rocking with me, guys. Midday like this, y'all are freaking awesome. Yes, Heisman 5.0. Yes, I do have courses where you can learn the defense, okay? If you go to my link in the bio on TikTok, okay, you can join Beast Nation Elite. I have all of my courses in Beast Nation Elite that teach you how to run the 4-4 Reaper defense. We got Beastology, teach you how to run the Beast if that's what you're going to run. We got courses teach you how to run the 6-2 Savage defense, you name it. So that's where all of my courses are. All right. So that's where you guys want to go if y'all want to learn, you know, like watch courses and stuff that I've done in the past. I even got courses to show you guys how to run your program, run your organization. So all of that stuff is in the coaches community, Beast Nation Elite. If you're on TikTok, you can just go to my link in the bio and you can join Beast Nation Elite that way. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, you can just go to my link in the bio. Description area and join that way or scan the QR code on the screen. All right, let's see. See where we at. All right. Got good news, guys. Got some good news. We have hit 50 likes on the show today. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. So let me know, guys, what playbook y'all want. What playbook y'all want to get today? Let me know. And if you're watching on TikTok, now it's the time for you to come on over to YouTube if you want to be in the running for this giveaway. Just come on over, look up Coach Beast. You will see us live on the show. Come on over as fast as you can. And I don't want you to miss out on this giveaway, okay? Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Big time. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe when you come over. All right. I see you, Coach Joe. Coach Joe says, Coach, I implemented the 6-2, 4-4, and 4-2-5, flexing it in 8U, and it's totally remade my already championship tier program. I don't know how I got there without it. Probably just luck. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, Coach, man. I like to hear, man. God, that's awesome to hear, brother. I'm telling you, man, it's something else. It is something else. So let's see. Bucket Hat Coach says beast formation. Beast formation. Okay. I like that. Anything else? What y'all want me to give away? I see the beast formation. Anything else? Let me know. Let me know. Coach Charles, I see you over there, brother. Just got in from TikTok. Shout out to Coach Charles, aka Coach Charles 88. Shout out to you. Beast 3.0. Ooh. Beast formation for show. Ooh. Okay. Got y'all. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give away my favorite Beast playbook today. Okay. I'm gonna give away the Beast 3.0 playbook, one of my favorite playbooks, guys. Okay. I see y'all. Let me see. Let me do something real quick. Bear with me. Yeah, guys. So I'm gonna give away one of my favorite playbooks right here. This is the Beast offense 3.0. Okay. What's nasty about the Beast offense 3.0, guys, you got the jigsaw set, which is one of my favorite sets. You know, instead of the beast backs being set to, you know, the play side or the uneven side, they're offset to what I call the weak side or the quick side. Okay. And this creates more of a balanced formation. Okay. It does a lot of damage. Okay. Also, with the what I love about the Beast 3.0 is that I use modern concepts into this to where you're using not only your quarterback in a single, you know, single wing style, but we're using orbit motions, return orbit motions. Guys, we're doing orbit sweeps in this formation. We're doing orbit bombs, just nasty stuff, phenomenal stuff, like advanced stuff. So if you want to run a formation that has the power and the dominance of the beast, but the versatility and flexibility of a spread style offense, this is what you want, guys. You know, this is one of my favorites. If you want the Beast 3.0, all you have to do is go to my playbook store. Just go to the description. Go to my description. It may take you to the Beast Unleashed playbook, but then once you go to the store, you can exit out to the main screen, or you can scan the QR code. It'll take you directly to the store, and you will see the Beast 3.0. Okay, guys? So you got the jigsaw set in the Beast 3.0. Then you got the tight formation where you can run duo, straight power, straight body shots. Guys, it's absolutely amazing. You can run these tight sweeps, which are just devastating to a team. You put defensive ends and linebackers on their ass. You know, one of my favorite formations to run, guys. Then you got the stack set, guys, where now we're using our beast back, put them in motions, and we begin to run read options and running leads with our beast backs, right? We are doing misdirections, guys. We're doing jets. We're doing jet sweeps, but we're going into a wedge. It's my favorite. My absolute favorite. I always say if the Beast 1.0 and 2.0 had a baby, it'd be the 3.0. All right. So this is what we're giving away today, guys. This is what we're giving away. Man, this gets me excited. Y'all got me wanting to come out of retirement and run this offense. So if y'all want to get that, all you have to do is go to my playbook store. Link is in the description. Link is in the bio if you're watching on TikTok. And you can also scan that QR code. All right. All right, guys. So here's how the giveaway goes. All right. For those who don't know. So I'm going to ask you a question based on what we went over on the show today. Okay. I'm going to ask you a question based on something we went over on the show today. If you get it correct, you are going to be in the finals to get picked for this playbook. If you get it incorrect, I'm sorry, unfortunately, tough titty, don't win, okay? Better luck next time. The good thing is we give away playbooks every show if we hit 50 likes like we did today, okay? If you guys are ready, can I get a hell yeah? If y'all ready for the giveaway, can I get a hell yeah? Give me a hell yeah. And while y'all giving me hell yes, I'm going to try to find a question here. All right. Let's see. Y'all bear with me. Bear with me. You would think I already had a question, but nah. Let's see. Okay. Okay, I got it. All right. Here we go, guys. Here's the question. Let me get some music. Let me get some music real quick. Let me turn it down a little bit. Deliver this thing right. All right. So here's the question, guys. So early in the show, we was talking about what makes a 1% coach different, right? Or what makes a 1%er. And Trait number one is we are different, right? We stand out. We don't just care about winning, right? We treat youth football like a blank program, not babysitting. Fill in that blank. We treat youth football like a blank program, not babysitting. What's that word I'm looking for? Let me know. Let me know. 60 seconds, guys. Now, it may trip you up. It may trip you up. I see y'all. Y'all copycatting assholes. I see y'all. I got some bad news. The answer y'all putting is wrong. Is wrong. Y'all copycatting assholes. I know when y'all be copying. Everybody put the same thing. It's that one. That sound about right. He do be talking about that high school prep program. That got to be it. Wrong. Even though you're technically, you're not wrong, because we do see ourselves as high value youth football coaches, right? That build high school prep programs. That's true. That's what we talked about. That's what you need to see yourself as. But that's not the answer I'm looking for. Come on, guys. I thought, and this is the thing, I thought I was giving y'all an easy one today. Coach Eric says development program. I see y'all. Coach Wu says next level prep. Woo-wee. Y'all coming up with it. Hey, we know who used to cheat in high school or in school on people paper. Y'all assholes. All right. I'm gonna have to come up with another one. That's it. Y'all assholes. Y'all, I'm supposed to be getting out of here, man. I'm supposed to be getting out of here. Y'all got me digging. I'm gonna give you the answer since nobody got it correct, okay? So let me pull it up. 1% coaches are different, right? They treat youth football like a real program, not babysitting. Y'all see that? It's the last point on the slide. We treat youth football like a real program, not babysitting. Y'all assholes. Y'all are wrong as two left shoes. Y'all are wrong. Oh, man. Y'all are funny. Real, guys. Real. This was crazy. So, okay. So the daytime show, I know y'all on y'all lunch breaks. I know y'all, we zoom in, we zoom out, we doing stuff, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm going to get them an easy question today. Y'all asses still didn't get it right. Go figure, man. Go figure, guys. It's all good. Let me find another question here. Let's see. Oh, I got a good one. I got a good one for you. All right, here we go. Get the music back on. All right. So, during the show, I talked about the 4 different type of coaches out there. I talked about 4 different type of coaches. Which coach only focus on their top 2 to 3 players and uses the rest as support players. What do we call that type of coach? Oh, that's a good one. There's 4 different coaching archetypes. Which one focuses only on his top 2 to 3 players, and the rest he just focus on, them being support players? Coach Matthew put dumpster. Dumpster, man, is funny as hell. Dumpster, man, that's so funny. 30 more seconds, y'all. Y'all crazy, man. Dumpster. I like that. Dumpster coach. Freaking trash. All right. Dangerous put a sorry coach. Sorry coach. Oh man, I love it. I love it. I love it, guys. I love it. All right. All right, we got a winner. We got a winner. So before I announce the winner, I got to give y'all the answer. So there's 4 different types of coaching archetypes, right? We got the microwave coach, the stovetop coach, the oven bake coach, the crock pot coach, all right? So the microwave coach only focuses on his focus on his talent. He focuses on recruiting talent, a talented team. If a kid is not talented in his eyes, he don't care. He's not going to use them. They don't usually focus on development whatsoever. The stovetop coach only focuses on his top 2 to 3 players, and the rest of them are support players. He lives and dies off his top 2 or 3 players on his team, and usually the top 2 or 3 players are the skill guys. Okay. Number 3 is the oven bake coach. The oven bake coach focuses on developing his whole team top to bottom. He focuses on winning, but usually he focuses on winning in a shorter period of time than the crock pot coach, okay? He's trying to win within a 4-year period, okay? Now, with a crock pot coach, he's similar to the oven bake coach. He want to develop top to bottom his kids, regardless of their level, but he's a staple in the community. He's going to stay building his program, building his culture for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, okay? So the crock pot coach is the one that kind of spends more time, in the community and all of that stuff. The answer I'm looking for is the stovetop coach. He's the one that only focuses on the top 2 or 3 players, in terms of skill guys in his program to win him the games, and the rest are just the support, which is also the most common youth football coach, the one that just relies on his top 2 or 3 players, very top heavy. So with that being said, we got a winner. The winner of the Beast 3.0 playbook is Coach Keeson. Congratulations, brother. Coach Keeson, shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you. Congratulations. So, to retrieve your playbook, Coach, this is what I want you to do. And I want y'all to follow this to the T, because y'all don't be helping me out sometimes just to the winners. I want you to email me at beastoutyou@gmail.com. This is what I need you to do. Put your name and put the playbook you won, which is, in this case, going to be the Beast 3.0. Okay, the Beast 3.0. So just put your name and the playbook you won, and you'll be good. You'll be all set. All right. And that's it. Congratulations again. Congratulations again. Coach JJ said do another one. Y'all know if we hit 60 likes, I would have done another one. So usually our goal, guys, is 50 likes right now. And then when we hit 60 likes, I give away another one. We hit 70 likes, I give away another one. We hit 80 likes, I give away another one, so on and so forth. So y'all been really showing out today with the like count. Miss Beast came in here skipping. She said, they hit 50 likes. She said, they hit 50 likes. She came in here skipping. She came in here hitting backflips in the living room. Yeah, she said she's proud of y'all. She's proud of y'all. So shout out to y'all. Happy, everybody's happy. Y'all got me? So guys, listen, that's it for the show today, but check this out. We're going to be back tomorrow, 12 noon Central Standard Time. I'm going to say that again. We're going to be back 12 noon Central Standard Time. This is what I need you to do, though. Hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not subscribed, okay? Go ahead and subscribe now. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss the show tomorrow, okay? So we'll be back out here. Also, if you want to get the Beast 3.0, you can get it, guys. I think the Beast 3.0 only like $47 in the Playbook store if y'all want to get it. Hands down, guys, if I was still coaching, the Beast 3.0 would be what I would be running right now. Hands down. Hands down. Go and check out the Playbook store. Get you some playbooks. Have fun with them. Also, looking to join in Beast Nation Elite. Check out some courses, guys. And also, you will see me in there as well. All right, guys, I will see y'all tomorrow. Until next time, guys, Beast out. Peace. Y'all have a good one.